Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabby and today I'm going to be doing my April TBR. I can't believe that it's already April. This year is already flying so fast. And this month is going to be chaotic because I'm going to be moving in the month of April, but I also still have a lot of reading plans and things I would like to get done. I'm participating in one of my friends' book clubs, and Spring Fling-O-Ween is happening at the very end of the month, so I have my TBR for that in this video as well. But before we do jump into all the books I want to read in the month of April, I want to first thank today's sponsor, which is Book of the Month. Because if you're a reader, then you need to know about Book of the Month. Okay, so let me fill you in. Book of the Month is a super popular and fast-growing online book service for readers. Their mission is to promote new and emerging authors and help readers discover books that they love. Basically how this works is that their team vets the hundreds of different releases that come out every month, and they pick the ones that they think their readers would be the most interested in. Some months they have 5 selections like this month, but now every now and then they're offering even more selections, which is just so freaking cool. The nice thing about Book of the Month is that they are completely risk-free, so you can skip any month with no penalty if you're not interested in any of the selections that month. But I guarantee you're not going to want to skip any of the months because almost all of the times they have some of my most anticipated books of the year as one of the selections. And they're always picking selections within some of my favorite genres like romances, thrillers, contemporaries. There's always something there for everyone. Plus, they have the best prices for new hardcover fiction books, because if you walk into a bookstore right now, you're gonna find a hardcover book to be anywhere from like $26 to $28. But this month, when you use my code gabbyreads, you can get your first book for just $9.99. That is absolutely mind-boggling, is it not? $9.99 for a new hardcover book? Honestly, what are you waiting for? Like, that's the best deal there is. So if I have you convinced to check it out, let me tell you a little bit about the April selections. My personal selection this month would have been Like a Sister, because this one is the thriller selection this month. This one is actually a book that I had on my radar too. This one, it says, sometimes a sibling just knows. When her estranged sister dies under weird circumstances, Lena Scott gets on the case. And I'm excited about this one too because it takes place in New York City and it features a Black reality TV star, and she's the one who's found dead. So like, what? Also, I love thrillers and just books in general that have sister storylines, so very excited for this one. I'm also pretty hyped about True Biz, which I think this one, it looks adorable, first of all, but this one is a literary fiction novel, and it says, what's realer than real? This witty and life-affirming novel gives us the true biz about a school for the deaf. And then this month, they also have a fantasy pick, they have a historical fiction pick, as well as a narrative nonfiction, which is interesting. I don't even know if I fully understand what a narrative nonfiction means, but this one sounds really cool. It's from the same author as that book Quiet, which was another nonfiction book that I was really interested in. I really like in nonfiction books like this where we kind of get to dissect the human mind and think about why we feel certain things that we do. I don't know, it sounds pretty interesting, so I might have to check this one out. But yeah, these are the 5 selections for the month of April, so definitely be sure to check out the link in my description and use my code gabbyreads to get your first book for just $9.99. And thank you so much once again to Book of the Month for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into the rest of the TBR. So as just mentioned, I think the Book of the Month book that I'm most likely to get to this month is Like a Sister, not only because this sounds so interesting, but also because I do have the audiobook for this one through Libro. I actually got the audiobook from Libro like a month or 2 ago and I haven't gotten around to it yet, so now I'm even more hyped about it. So in the month of April, the book troop pick for this month is going to be 9 Lives by Peter Swanson. I know I don't even have the physical copy yet. Like, April just like snuck up on me. Like, I did not think it was coming around this fast, and here we are. But I will be getting this physical copy very soon. This one is one that I'm very excited about. I'm a huge fan of most of Peter Swanson's books, and this one just sounds like it's gonna be really interesting because it's a thriller, but it says it's told in a kind of like Agatha Christie kind of style, I guess, because it's about these like 9 people who are getting picked off like one by one, from what I understand. I don't really know. I don't want to know too much about the premise, to be honest, before I jump into this because I'm just so excited. And then in the month of April, I actually have 3 co-hosts for my book club, the Book Troop. Like, it's so exciting. I have 3 co-hosts that are returning that were co-hosts last year. So it's gonna be my friend Katie, it's gonna be my friend Mike, and it's gonna be my friend Marcy. Oh my god, I cannot wait to have this group on all all together. I just think it's gonna be such a blast, like genuinely so much fun. So I'm very excited for that. The live show is probably gonna be happening, if I had to guess, probably either end of April or because of Spring Fling-O-Ween being at the end of April, it might be like very early May. But yeah, so freaking hyped for this group. I think, oh, it's just gonna be so fun. Also, just wanted to mention, no, I have not officially announced the May BookTube pick yet. I mean, if you're on my Patreon, then you already know the May and the June picks, but I will be doing a video at some point in like probably the first 2 weeks of April where I'll be letting you know about my upcoming BookTube picks for May, June, July, and possibly August, like we'll see. But yeah, that is very exciting. And then I also wanted to let you know that my friend Kayla, she has a book club, you know, called the Literally Dead Book Club. You might have heard of it. And in the month of April, I'm going to be co-hosting with her for All Her Little Secrets, which is her book club pick for the month of April. On the inside flap here, it just says that this is a twisty mystery about a black lawyer who gets caught in a dangerous conspiracy after the sudden death of her boss. What? Sign me up. I'm so excited. I love this cover, by the way. It's just such a like bold red. I'm just a big fan of it, okay? So in the month of April, I'm definitely going to be prioritizing Heartstopper because if you haven't heard, the Heartstopper TV show is coming to Netflix in April. I think the official release date is like April 22nd or something like that. So I'm just like, what the heck? It's already happening. Like Heartstopper is coming to Netflix and we're gonna see it this month. So I need to catch up on this series. I've only read the first 2 books and this is the 3rd and the 4th book. So I'm definitely gonna be prioritizing these to get to. But if you didn't know, they're like graphic novels. So like I should be able to read these within like it won't take me long, you know what I'm saying? But very excited for both of these. I just adore Heartstopper so much, so I've kind of been saving these for when I'm like in a, you know, sad mood or like when I need a pick-me-up because I know that these books are just gonna like make my heart so happy. I feel like in the month of April, I'm probably gonna be listening to a lot of audiobooks because, you know, as I mentioned, I'm gonna be moving this month, so things are gonna be a little, just a tad chaotic for me, so I'm sorry if I am not as active on social media as I usually am, because this month is just going to be a little stressful, but there are so many audiobooks that I'm hoping to get to this month. One audiobook that I just got that I should be able to get to very soon is If You Ask Me. This is a romance book that Berkeley actually recently just sent to me, and it says on the back here, when an advice columnist's picture-perfect life implodes, she opts to go rogue in this hilarious, heartwarming romance. Yeah, and I believe, there's a smoking hot firefighter, as it says on the back here. Yeah, this is a firefighter man right here. I think it's gonna be cute. I think it's gonna be a good time. I just got the audiobook checked out, so I'm probably gonna be listening to this one this month. I also did just get the audiobook for Crying in H Mart, which this is one that I've been wanting to read for quite some time now. This one's a memoir actually, and it just sounds like it's gonna be one of those like hard-hitting, beautiful nonfiction books that I just really enjoy, so I'm hoping to get to this one this month. I did get the audiobook checked out for the Spanish Love Deception. Like, oh my god, finally. I've had this audiobook on hold for probably like 2 months now, and I finally just got it checked out. So I'm thinking I'm probably gonna read the Spanish Love Deception in the month of April. I might, like, let me know if you're on my Patreon if you would like to see this, but I might make this the Patreon exclusive reading vlog for the month of April, just because I think it would be like a fun one, you know, to read for a reading vlog. But I don't have any plans to include it in any other reading vlogs, so I might just make this one, you know, the Patreon exclusive this month. So let me know if that's something you would like to see. I do have some other romances. Like, god, I feel like April is just gonna be the month where I read a lot of romance, because I do have a couple that I'm hoping to get to that I didn't get the chance to get to. Fool Me Once by Ashley Winstead. This one actually comes out April 5th, so I'm hoping to read this one pretty much right away, but this one is one that I'm kind of nervous about because it's a second chance romance, but also I'm incredibly excited for it because it's one of my favorite authors, Ashley Winstead. You know, she wrote In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, so I will literally read anything that this woman writes. Like, I'll read anything. So I'm hoping to get to this one. I barely started it in the month of March, but I just didn't get the chance to finish it. So I'm hoping to read this one. And then same goes with Something Wilder by Christina Lauren. This one goes on sale May 17th, so I don't know if I'm gonna read it for sure in the month of April. I might wait till May, but I'm gonna try my best to get to this one in April. And this one, I keep seeing people saying that if you liked The Lost City, that new movie that just came out with Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock, they think that you would like this book too. So that kind of makes me feel better about things, you know, because I really enjoyed that movie, so like now I have higher hopes. There's also this sci-fi book that's coming out, or that just came out at the end of March, and it's called A House Between Earth and the Moon. and it sounds so freaking cool. I put the audiobook on hold, so I don't know if I'm gonna get this in time for the month of April, but I would love to read this one at some point in April because it just sounds like so good, and this cover is absolutely stunning. Like, I'm kind of obsessed. Yeah, this premise just says, the gripping story of one scientist in outer space, another who watches over him, the family left behind, and the lengths people will go to protect the people and planet they love. I'm hoping to read Keep It in the Family by John Mars this month. I know that sounds like crazy because this book actually doesn't come out until October, okay? It's like very early arc. I actually, John Mars sent the PDF file to my phone, so like I have it on my phone to read, and this is like a very advanced copy, but the reason why he sent it to me so early is because last year at some point he had asked me if he could use my name in his upcoming book as just like, you know, journalist name or something like that. That's just gonna be a small like article piece in this story or something like that. And I was like, yeah, what the hell, like that's so cool. And so he sent me this early like PDF copy of the book so that I can read it before, because my name is in it. And I already started, like I just barely started this book the other night because I was just so curious, and I saw my name. It's like within the first 30 pages, it's just like this little news article, and it's like this woman from like the pub or something like that, and it's just my name as like the person they interviewed. It's so cool. It's such a small thing, but like, oh my god, it's just so freaking cool. My name's also in the acknowledgements of this book, so like wow, dreams coming true. Like, this is something that I didn't even think could happen, but because of booktube, really cool things happen. So wow, isn't that amazing? Like, isn't that just so cool? So I'm definitely planning on finishing this one in the month of April, just because I just want to read the whole thing, and I'm so excited because John Mars is one of my favorite authors, and like, what a cool thing, you know, to have had happened. Okay, and then lastly, my Spring Fling-O-Ween TBR. There are a few books that I'm hoping to prioritize during Spring Fling-O-Ween. I mean, hopefully by the time Spring Fling-O-Ween happens. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, by the way, Spring Fling-O-Ween is a readathon that's going to be hosted by me and Olivia. We are hosting it between the dates of April 27th through the 30th, so it's going to be like the very last 4 days of the month. If you want all of the deets about Spring Fling-O-Ween, I will put the announcement video down in the description so you can see like what all the prompts are and like things like that. Some books that I'm hoping to get to though is Wahala is one of the ones that I would like to read, just because this is such a freaking poppin' pink cover. And this one is a thriller. I've heard that this one has, I don't know, like dark contemporary vibes or thriller vibes. Like, I'm not really sure what the vibe is with this one, but I figured it would fit perfect into, you know, Spring Fling-O-Ween, so I'm hoping to read this one. I don't have some of these books with me, to be honest, because I've already started packing things up with moving. Some of the other books that I would like to read would be House of Hollow, because this is a book that I've had for like literally so long, and I feel like this cover and this vibe just totally matches what Spring Fling-O-Ween is all about. Okay, like this flowery aesthetic, it's just beautiful. I want to read that one. It's like a young adult kind of like body horror, something's happening novel. And then I also do have an Honest Lie by Taryn Fisher. I do have an ARC physical copy of this, so I would like to read this one because I think this one comes out during Spring Fling-O-Ween, if I'm correct, or like right around that time. So I'm hoping to get to this ARC during Spring Fling-O-Ween. And then also freaking Insomnia by Sarah Pinborough. That one comes out like either right before or like right around that time too. So I'm also very intrigued. I mean, depending on how good of ratings this one gets right away, I don't know if I'll immediately pick it up, but I'm very excited for that one. I also might try to get to Mirrorland. Honestly, like any books that have like some pink on the cover right now, I'm just like, add it to the Spring Fling-O-Ween TBR. This one is one that I've had on my TBR for literally so long. I do have the audiobook from Libro for this one as well, so I feel like I'd be able to get through it pretty quickly. The thing that makes me nervous about this one is on the back, it compares it to Gone Girl and Room. So I'm like, okay, setting the expectations very high with that comparison there. And yeah, those are my official plans for the month of April as of right now. Let me know if you would like to see me daily vlog Spring Fling-O-Ween, because at this point in time, I do plan to. But you know, with like the chaos of the move and everything that's going on, hopefully I'll still want to do that by the end of this month, but at this point in time, I am planning to daily vlog Spring Fling-O-Ween. Also, me and Olivia are going to be doing reading sprints on Patreon during Spring Fling-O-Ween. I don't know exactly which days, like for sure on the 30th, I think we want to do it. But yeah, there's just a lot of exciting things going on. As far as like reading vlogs that are happening in the month of April, I'm not totally sure, because with the chaos of the move and things, like I am going to be vlogging the move, if you're wondering. Like I am going to be vlogging the whole process of moving moving, but that's gonna be in its own separate kind of like moving vlog. That's not gonna be a reading vlog. But as far as like reading vlogs go, like I don't really know what I'm gonna be doing for the month of April. I mean, I guess let me know if you would like to see a romance reading vlog of me trying to include some of these romances. Maybe I can also include, you know, these and like Heartstopper or something. Like, I don't really know. So like let me know if you have any preferences or if you don't really care, or maybe I can just do a general reading vlog with no theme. Like, what the heck? Those are all of the official plans for the month of April. I am very excited for all of the things happening in April. It's gonna be a totally crazy chaotic month, but I'm excited for it. So yeah, if you've read any of these books, please let me know what are your thoughts on them, and also let me know what are you planning on reading in the month of April. Let me know if you're participating in Spring Fling-O-Ween, and if you are, let me know what you're planning on reading for Spring Fling-O-Ween. And yeah, thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye.